Hey everybody, Matt Weldon, DLT Director, back with you this week for hashtag AskDLT. I'm back in my old office again. I love this office. It's such a great office. I left this when they gave me the new job. I had to consider, should I take the job or keep the office? And you know what? I took the job. So I'm back here because they're doing construction outside of mine. And you know, it gets pretty loud. And I wanted you to hear clearly the answers I have to offer. That way we don't have to retape and you don't think I'm trying to hide anything. I figured it just makes sense to come down here. Plus, I like coming back here. It makes me, it's like going back home. Okay, we got a few questions this week and I'm going to answer them one at a time. Here we go. I've been waiting on a call back to take the hold off my money since 10/4. Can you please help me? Yes, I can help you. I'm not exactly sure what that means. I think it means that you had a hold as a suspected fraud case or an identity verification issue. If you've been waiting for a call back because your case is complicated, you can get an update by calling the call center here, which is 401-415-6772. When you call, there will be an option to link up with our fraud team. We have dedicated staff that work just on these issues. And don't tell anybody I told you this, but we have a lot of people on the phone taking calls and the wait times are pretty low. So give us a call. I usually tell people call at the end of the week, and I've told you 100 times to call on Saturday, yet no one ever wants to do it. I get it. I do other stuff on Saturday sometimes too. Maybe that's what you're doing. But give us a call, press the option for the fraud queue or the fraud wait line. Somebody will help you out. And even if that person can't provide the info right away, they can tell you what the status is and we can get you on the right track. Okay. It's not letting me verify. What does this mean? Okay. If you get an email that says you have to verify your information or verify your identity, that's because we've been dealing with so many of these imposter fraud claims where somebody has other folks' identity, use that information to pose as them and set up claims. One way to protect against that and help protect claimants is to have them verify who they are when they file a claim. If you get that, there are two ways to verify. You can do it online, which is the web link that we send. Use that link, answer the questions, and if you can do it successfully, it'll lift the hold. If you can't, you need to call. The phone number again, 401-415-6772. Give it a call and you can verify with one of my team members over the phone. Don't worry about the message. If it says you can't do it online, call the phone number. Okay. What's the mathematical equation to figure out monthly income for disabled individuals on SSI and SNAP? If I could answer that question, Sister Patricia Harrington, that was my teacher for 4 years, my math teacher in high school, and just a dear individual, would be very proud of me. I think she would be proud of me anyway, but she would be very happy if I could answer that question. The thing is, I can't, and I was never all that good at math. Those are programs that are run by the Department of Human Services. So if you go to this link, you'll be able to see exactly the information that you need to see. Hopefully there's some easy to follow information. Our friends over there are trying to help everyone. A lot of people that came off unemployment that may not be quite back to work yet, I can get services and resources from them. So go check it out. Okay, if I have to be out of work to test for COVID or quarantine, how do I get paid if my employer won't pay me for the time off? It's a good question. There are a couple of ways. A few years ago, Rhode Island established a paid sick time law in Rhode Island. And what that means is if you work for an employer with 18 or more employees, averaged out over a period of time, then you are required to be able to earn paid time off for sick leave purposes. And this would qualify as a permissible use or a reason that you can use the paid sick time program. If you have less than 18 employees at your place of business or on that average period of time, then that time doesn't have to be paid, but they still have to allow you to take time off without punishing you for doing so. The other thing you could do is you could apply for temporary disability insurance. Temporary disability insurance is funded by your payroll. If you work in the private sector, you contribute to TDI. Look on your paycheck. You'll see it every week. It's a little bit is deducted. It's a social insurance program. What that means is that it's mandatory that people participate, and it's available for people after they paid in so much money to use when they have times that they're sick or ill or hurt, not due to work, and they're going to be out of work. The one challenge with that is you really need to be out for a week. So you need to be out of work for a week and then we can help you. If it's less than a week, then unfortunately TDI won't be able to pay you at this time. Unemployment can't pay you because to collect unemployment now, it's back to the old program rules, which means you need to be able to work, available for work, and actively seeking work. And if you're not able to work because of a COVID issue, you're not going to be eligible. So I would say, talk to your boss about sick leave. If you've already used your sick leave for this year, then maybe that's not an option. Option B, apply for TDI. Okay, what is the Pay Equity Act? Okay. This past session of the General Assembly, they passed this Pay Equity Act, and it's long and complicated, but here's the easy part. Traditionally, men have made more than women for doing largely the same roles across the country and for the length of time that I can remember, or for history. So why? That's not right, obviously. And you'll see different studies, and studies will say that women earned 75 cents for every dollar a man earned. Women earned 80 cents. Women earned 85 cents. And I've said before, when I've gone up to the State House to testify in support of passing this law, that it doesn't matter what the percentage is. If it's not 100%, if it's not the same amount, then we have work to do. And so they passed a law which says that it is illegal to pay women less than men, or to pay anyone really less than another group. Pay equity, same job, similar pay, same pay. Now, how can that be different? Well, if somebody has much more experience, or somebody has a different education, if the job isn't exactly the same, there are many variables. And those are the things that we have to iron out right now as a government, and we're doing that. The law doesn't take effect until January of 2023, which gives us plenty of time to work out how it's going to be implemented. Why doesn't it take effect until then? Because there's a lot of practices that have to change, both in private sector employment and in government, where we have to set up all the rules. And so we've already had listening sessions. We had, I think, 3 sessions where we've asked the public to tell us what do they think we should take into consideration when we build out the rules for this program. In government speak, we call them regulations. Now we are building basically a presentation that says these are the issues that we think we're going to have to regulate or establish new rules for. We're going to put that out on our website and put it out through the process for more public comment. And we implore people, please send us your comments. You can get info online, and if it's not there, my team will make sure it's available. And by the way, check out that website. I told you last time that it was, I think I said beautiful. It is, it's amazing. Very clear, very clean, easy to follow. Even I go to it now, which is fantastic. You can get all the information that you need at dlt.ri.gov. Go for it. Pay equity was a long time coming. I'm glad it's here. There's a lot of work happening right now. I say stay tuned, stay connected to our website, and you'll be able to keep up with the changes as they happen. Last question for this week. Is your beard real? Okay. I've got 3 kids, and my kids tell me that I have gray hair and gray in my beard. And, you know, I just don't see it. I don't know. Maybe you see it. I don't see it. But if it were fake, I guess I wouldn't have the grays. It would be a very elaborate process to try to fake people out. The other thing is, if you tug on it, it doesn't go away. So yes, it's real. I don't know. People ask me, why do you have a beard? I say, I don't know. Why don't you have one? It's a personal preference. I've had it for quite some time. Do I think I'll have it forever? Who knows? We'll see. Until then, I'm Matt Weldon, DLT Director. See you next time.